I did a new album this summer, and it's called Instrumental Guitar Volume 2. But this is the Instrumental Guitar Volume 2, and Brandon did all the artwork on the front. Has like guitar clouds and guitar rocks and a whole bunch of guitars. And there's 10 songs on there, and I'm going to play a little bit of all 10. Some of the songs have multiple guitars or bass and electric and a nylon string. And so I can't do the full version of it live like this, but I'll do a little bit of it, show you kind of what's going on with that. And I'm going to start with one called Abundant Sunshine. And I wrote this some years ago, but never recorded it. So I wanted to finally get it on recording, and I'm going to perform it for you now. It goes like this. Oh yes. Well, it's abundant sunshine here today. It's pretty warm here at Mount Hermon. And we've been working on our deck and putting little squares, black and white squares on the front deck. And that's been fun. It's taken a couple days to do it. So, the second song on this album is called Oh Snap. And I wanted to do just a little differently. So I'm using just a capo on the 6th fret, and that puts it in an odd key. It's actually in the key of C sharp or D flat, but don't worry about it, because for a guitar player you just play G, and in the key of G, and it works out pretty good. So this is one of the songs that has a lead along with it. So I'm going to play the rhythm part and then a little shaker and add a lead to it, and let's hope that turns out okay. the same time. So, all right, at least we got a little bit of that in there. All right, and thank you so much for joining me to kind of play through some of these songs. The third one is called Java Jumpstart. Now this one I do use an electric guitar, which I'm not going to use today, but it has kind of a 12-bar blues type of a feel with a little shuffle in it, and I'm just going to play part of it so you get an idea how it goes. But you know, the idea is I love, you know, drinking candy coffee in the morning, you know, with caramel and chocolate and good coffee. So this is called Java Jumpstart. So anyway, that's part of it, and hopefully this is just a little inspiration to hear the whole thing for real as I put it together. Now the nice thing is a lot of these little riffs that I collect over years, I put on, you know, like I record them, and it might be just that, just like a little 12-bar blues riff, and I'll add more things to it. And over this last year, because of the pandemic and being home a little bit more, I was able to spend a little more time creating and putting some of these thoughts together. Another one is called Worthy and So Wonderful, and this is one I've done on the Here and Now album, which looks like this, and it has vocals on it, but I wanted to do an instrumental of it. So it's the only song that I took from a previous album and did just an instrumental with it. But again, I can't do that right now, so I'd like to just go ahead and sing it for you. And there's a interesting capo where it's cut and it only goes over 4 strings, the middle 4. So it's called a double drop D. So here we go. Creation is the gallery displaying your glory. In the beauty of your holiness, I think about how you have blessed, showing me your faithfulness and sharing your glory. Your worth, oh my God, is far greater than anything. Value to me is beyond any measuring. Whole and complete, perfect and pure, you're holy. holy, Lord, your loving grace is so strong, motivates me to worship you. Holy, holy, holy and so wonderful. Holy, holy, glory, mighty and so powerful. Holy, 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 all the angels praise your name. Holy, 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 forevermore your love will reign. You're so worthy. Oh yeah, he is so worthy and valuable, and I love the word, love, because when Jesus says, "Love the Lord God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength," that is the greatest commandment, and that is probably the highest honor that you can give, is to value someone so much, to love them ultimately, and give God that sense of value, relationship, and love that he desires, and we need to have that relationship with him. Well, the next one is called Ruminate on Grace, and this one has a thing called an e-bow, which is an electronic bow. It means that I can just go like this and get a sound out of the strings, and without plucking, it vibrates the string, and I could be able to get a little bit of melody going. And I'm starting to write out this song, so I have 10 songs that I've written out of mine, and hopefully this will be the 11th one. But this is another one I'm going to record a little bit first so I can play on top of it. So it goes like this. Let me see, let's get that started again. And right, well, you got to hear a little bit of the Evo. And that's a real reflective song to kind of ruminate, think about, chew on God's love and grace as we continue talking about that. The next one's called Untied Shoelaces. And this is another one that I had pieces of over years, and I finally put it all together. And it's kind of a casual feel, and it has a couple different changes, key changes and such. So I thought I'm just going to title this Untied Shoelaces. So, and let's see, starts out going, and I haven't played it in a little while, but no excuses. Here we go. There's a lot more, but I just can't put it together right now. So, good. And then the next one is called Peacock Blue, and it's kind of a little bit of a blues feel, but it happened when I was actually in junior high school. Probably when I was younger than that. I was given a set of crayons, and quite a few. I mean, there was like 50, and I thought that was amazing. And my favorite color in there was called Peacock Blue. It was like this light blue that was just vibrant, and I thought, you know, that just kind of stayed with me for a long time, and I thought, that's a nice name for a song. So I'm going to, Peacock Blue, it goes like this. Right, I'm hoping that someone can actually do a saxophone lead on top of that. That would be really fun. But another one is called Building Trust. Where's that? Oh, there's, that's right. And I, one more time. So that's about all I can remember right now. Unfortunately, I'll have to go over that again. But that's kind of building trust. Oh, I know what happens. And then towards the end, I go, instead of a minor, I go into major. Oh, that's right. It was a. So it starts out with this, and then as it builds, it goes into major. All right. So, and that's what happens a lot of times in relationships, is that they weave in and out, and sometimes feel like it's kind of minor, and things don't go the way you expect. But I find that as you continue praying about relationships and inviting God to be a part of them, most of the time things do end up positive, and that's kind of where that song ends up. There's a couple more, and they were on nylon string guitar, but I'm just going to perform on the steel string. One's called Bossa Nova Baby, and it has kind of a fun little beat to it that is a Bossa Nova beat. There it is. And then I added a little variance on that, but that gives a little bossa nova beat going on that. And the last one is a classical one by Matteo Carcassi from 1850, and it's called Andantino. It's really short, but it goes like this. I repeat that, and that's kind of a fun romantic, from the romantic period song. I wanted to share just some other songs from some of my other albums, and I hope that you are able to enjoy that on like the one that I just introduced, Instrumental Guitar Volume 2, and I hope you can enjoy that on like Pandora or Spotify, Apple Music. They're all on that. Or if you like to just buy a CD, you can go to my website and just let me know, and I'll send one to you. Or there's a site called Gumroad, GUMROAD.com/Reggie, and that one you can buy digital versions of the albums. And I have 7 albums on there, and all my written music, and even a music book that has 20 of my songs from that are more kind of familiar from of old. And I wanted to share a song that is from my Instrumental Guitar Volume 1, and it's probably what people have told me they've enjoyed the most on there. The instrumental one's called Freedom's Challenge, and it has like 3 key changes and a lot of different techniques, and so I wanted to play that for you. One more time. Phew. Well, thank you so much for, putting up with this live version. I'm sorry. I hope you are enjoying it, even though it's not perfect. Let me share another song with you, just a little bit of a one-off of my instrumental guitar volume 1. It's called Remember, and I wrote it kind of for communion time at church, but it can be for just a lot of reflective times of remembering things. Especially, we just had a time to kind of remember some things that were difficult in the past of our nation, and yet there's a lot of positive that's come out of that. This is called Remember. of course, there on that album as well, there's a lead guitar that plays along with that too. But I enjoy just the rhythm part of it as well. It's so cute. Right in my sight, as I'm looking at the camera, my dog is on the couch, Marnie, with her nose stuck up in the air, and it looks so cute. I wish I could show it to you right now. But anyway, I wanted to share another song. Well, that was off of my first album, my first instrumental album, those couple songs. And also Brandon did the art on this one too. That it's a guitar with wings. And it has that Remember and Freedom's Challenge on there as well. I want to do a song off of the Heartfelt Worship album, and that's this one here that I just did not too long ago, like around January, and put this out, and it's a compilation of 17 of my worship songs with full band playing, and I wanted to share this with you without full band. It's just me, but it goes like this. It's a good one, right from Psalm 33:3 that says, "Sing to the Lord a new song, play skillfully with a shout of joy." Celebrate, there's a life that's worth the living. Yes, celebrate, there's a love that's worth giving. Open your heart to the one we celebrate. Celebrate, there's a life that's worth the living. Yes, celebrate, there's a love that's worth giving. Open your heart to the one we celebrate. And sing to the Lord. Sing a new song and play skillfully. Sing to the Lord. Oh, rejoice and sing praise with a shout of joy. Yeah. Celebrate, there's a life that's worth the living. Yes, celebrate, there's a love that's worth giving. Open your heart to the one we celebrate. And sing to the Lord. Sing a new song and play skillfully. Sing to the Lord. Oh, rejoice and sing praise with a shout of joy. Celebrate, there's a life that's worth living. Yes, celebrate, there's a love that's worth giving. Open your heart to the one we celebrate. Sing to the Lord. Yeah. Unfortunately, I dropped my pick right halfway through. Let me grab another one. Oh my goodness. Well, I wanted to share also a song off of I Wish You a Merry Christmas, which is another one that I did in November, and it has Merry Christmas, M-A-R-Y, that I wrote. So it's called I Wish You a Merry Christmas. Mary and Martha. Martha was worrying about all the details, and Mary was worshiping at Jesus' feet. And so I Wish You a Merry Christmas. But that has some nice carols in there too, from asking the Lord to come and invite Him to be a part of our life with what's that called? O come Emmanuel. So it's like a O come Emmanuel. And also it goes to what Sherry just was saying too. O come all ye faithful, which is ends with O come let us adore. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore Him, Christ the Lord. For He alone is worthy. For He alone is worthy. For He alone is worthy. Christ the Lord. And also on Heartfelt Celebration, I have 20 of my songs that I wrote in my younger years, and one of them was called Ain't Nobody, and that one was written in my college years, and probably that's the thing that has affected me the most throughout my life. They're the hard things with my parents dying, and through even in track having an accident and having my nerve in my left leg damaged, and so it took 15 years to actually heal. Just a lot of weird things going on, and yet it's God's love that has really given me a sense of joy, a sense of peace, and an identity that I can see myself as one who's loved by God, and also I can love others because I know that God loves them as well. And it really has affected my life, and so I wanted to share that with you. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. I've got a friend, ain't nobody like Him. 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 Jesus, He's my friend. Nobody like Him. I've got a friend. Ain't nobody like Him. I've got a friend. Ain't nobody like Him. I've got a friend. Ain't nobody like Him. Jesus, He's my friend. Oh, ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Ain't nobody love me like the Lord. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. He's my friend. Oh, ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Ain't nobody love me like the Lord. I've got friends that have let me down, and I've got friends that have stood by my side. But Jesus Christ, He's more than a friend. He's my Maker, my Savior, and in Him I'm satisfied. Say what? In Him I'm satisfied. Say what? In Him I'm satisfied. Oh, ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Nobody love me like the Lord. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. He's my friend. Bring it on down. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Ain't nobody love me like the Lord. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Okay, sing along with me. Oh, ain't nobody love me like Jesus. Ain't nobody love me like the Lord. Ain't nobody love me like Jesus. He's my friend. Yes, He's my is. Well, I hope that is encouraging for you. I wanted to do just a couple more songs. This next song is off of my album Intimacy. And there's a whole bunch of songs that I wrote, 20 songs about relationships. And they're all my songs. Like Take It to Heart and Christ Only Always, Draw Near to God. Welcome Little One is one I wrote for Brandon when he was born 29 years ago. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, and No Greater Love. But this one is one that is a little bit somewhat silly, but also hopefully it'll be encouraging for you. The main theme is that no one has control of your life except God. And you know, if someone is trying to control you, that might be a warning sign that might not be that healthy. And I was in a relationship in high school with a girl, and I thought she was the one, and she ended up dating someone else after about 2 years, and it just broke my heart, and I ended up breaking up with her, and it took me a little while to get over that. And I wrote this song called I Can Laugh Now. And I haven't played this in like some months, and so I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I wanted to just share it with you. I Can Laugh Now. I can laugh now, 'cause I know no one has any power over me except you, Lord. I can laugh now, 'cause I know nothing has any power over me except you, Lord. You, Lord. Every knee will bow before Him, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Well, trials will never leave me till I'm home with the Lord. Things might try to control me, and people might try even more, but the only thing that matters is God at work inside me. I can laugh now, 'cause I know no one has any power over me except you, Lord. I can laugh now, 'cause I know nothing has any power over me except you, Lord. You, Lord. Every knee will bow before Him, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. I once knew a girl, she said she'd stay with me, commit her life and love, and promise she'd never leave, but she lied, she lied. I can laugh now, 'cause I know no one has any power over me except you, Lord. I can laugh now, 'cause I know nothing has any power over me except you, Lord. I can laugh now, 'cause I know no one has any power over me except you, Lord. I can laugh now, 'cause I know nothing has any power over me except you, Lord. You, Lord. Well, that's a crazy one, but I hope in some ways it's encouraging for you. I tell you, at that time, it was so relevant to me, and just to sing that really kind of helped solidify that in my thinking, that really God's in control of all things, and I should let Him be really over it all. All right, well, that's about all the songs that I had planned. Sherry, is there maybe any suggestions that anybody has suggested?
Well, I haven't asked for that, so.
Okay, if there's a request, go ahead and put it in the chat, and Sherry will see that, and I could be able to do one. Let me get a drink real quick. No, okay, no problem. I want to do one from my, well, my voice is all weird, from Heartfelt Worship, and it's called Draw Near to God, and it's right out of Hebrews 10:22 that says, draw near to God with a sincere heart and full assurance of faith. And so, let me get a little shaker going here. Oh, you know what though? I can't do that, unfortunately. So, here we go. Let us draw near to God. Draw near to God, yeah, with a sincere heart, in full assurance of faith. Let us draw near to God. God is here. Emmanuel. He will never ever leave you. You can be who you are as you come to Him. He's the God you can believe. Draw near to God with a sincere heart, in full assurance of faith. Let us draw near to God. God is here. God is here, Emmanuel. He will never ever leave you. You can be who you are as you come to Him. He's the God you can believe. Draw near to God with a sincere heart, in full assurance of faith. Let us draw near to God. Yes. Let us draw near to God. Let us draw near to God. Let us draw near to God. Oh, okay. All right. Well, for one more song, it just turned 6 o'clock. Let's do one more song. Radically Committed. Who wanted?
Karen Mobley.
Karen Mobley. All right. Let's do it. Radically committed. Do you understand why I'm living this way? Jesus came and did it. Pulled me from the dark to the brightness of day. I can't stand on my own. It's like living my life in a danger zone. I'm turning my heart to Jesus, knowing His unfailing commitment to me. I'm radically committed, radically committed. Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? I'm radically committed, living in the power of God. What's the first one? I think that's it. Okay, let's rewind the video. Okay, here we go. I'm radically committed, living in the power of God. I'm radically committed, living in the strength of His love. I'm tired of playing those games. the darker the brightness of day. You can't stand on your own. It's like living your life in a danger zone. Turn your heart to Jesus, knowing there's a failing commitment to you. Get radically committed to living in the power of God. Yes. Get radically committed to living in the strength of His love. Tired of playing those games in your heart, let Him make a change. Get radically committed to living in the power of God. Radically committed, power of God. Radically committed, strength of His love. Get radically committed, living in the power of God. Get radically committed, living in the strength of His love. Tired of playing those games in your heart, let Him make a change. Get radically committed, living in the power of God. Yes. Get radically committed, living in the power of God. Get radically committed, living in the power of God. Yes. All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining me. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but we'll probably do another one sometime soon. But keep in touch. Let me know how things are going, how I can pray for you. And thank you so much for your support and your, just being encouraging about my music. And continue. I would appreciate your prayers just for the lives that I'm involved with at high school and junior high, and with some training things going on here at the Mount Hermon community. Just could use your prayers that there would be a good influence and God would be glorified in all that happens. So thank you for joining me. God bless you. We'll talk soon.